In this mini-series, I'm going to be attempting to create a successful dropshipping store from scratch within 7 days with a budget of just £250. So stick around to see how I get on. Hi guys, welcome to my new YouTube channel and first ever video. My name is Mike Paxman, I'm 29 years old, I'm from London and I've been dropshipping for about 2 years now. I've managed to generate over $500,000 worth of revenue across multiple different dropshipping stores, which allowed me to quit my full-time job as a sales consultant in a gym this time last year. I'm also the founder and CEO of the Dropshipping Institute, where we coach people on methods in order to break free of the 9 to 5 and live a more purposeful, desirable and fulfilling life. So having said that, today is day one of the challenge and the first step is to look for a product to sell via the Aliexpress Dropshipping Center, which is a free product research method you can use yourself. Alongside that, we need to think of a name for the company, we need to create a logo, and we also need to source as much content as we can for the product that we end up choosing, which we'll then put into Photoshop on days 2 or 3, edit everything that we've done and come up with as much content for the product as possible. Stuff like this will include our homepage banner, our product page photos, our ad creative, and we also need to come up with some copywriting to best describe our product and place alongside the photos that we create on our product page. So with that said, let's waste no more time and I will come back to you with an update once all of this has been completed. Right guys, so welcome back. We've now found a product to sell on the Aliexpress Dropshipping Center. So let me go ahead and show you exactly how I found this product. You can find the Dropshipping Center by going to your Aliexpress account, clicking here. I've pretty much never used any of this, but the Dropshipper Center at the bottom is very useful when it comes to finding products and not having to pay anything for the product research side of things. I found pretty much all of my winning products using this method and it's absolutely free. You can choose a category if you want to sell in a particular niche. I tend to leave it quite broad to give myself the most amount of selection. So one of the key things for me and my products, I like to have a good profit margin. So I like to be able to sell a product for roughly 3 or more times the value of what I can buy it for. This allows me to cover the product cost and also pay for my Facebook ads and make a profit in between. So for example, if a product costs $10 and it has a 3 times product cost to sale ratio, you're going to be selling that product for $30. Now let's say you spend $10 in ads for every sale that you make. You've spent $10 in ads, you've spent $10 on the product, and you're left with $10 of profit, which is about 30% overall, which is a great profit margin. Now you're always going to have to account for website costs and app fees and stuff like that, and payment fees and also refunds, but that's just going to be a small percentage of your overall profit margin. So if you can aim before all of this for a 30% profit margin minus all the additional costs, you're going to be left with a fair bit of money left over. So I like to look for products that have been selling on AliExpress in the hundreds and thousands. You don't really want to sell something that's not selling at all, that's only had let's say 20 orders, because then you're pretty much guessing whether it sells or not. You want to sell products that are selling on AliExpress so they've got the kind of proof there, which will increase your chances of success. And now on the flip side of that, I wouldn't sell products that have sold multiple tens of thousands on all these different suppliers, because then you run the risk of the product being very saturated. So personally, I'll look for products that are selling in the hundreds and thousands across multiple different suppliers. So that way I know the product is selling, and if I can find a way to replicate that in the form of my own website, then I've got a good chance of also taking a piece of that pie, if you will. I also like to look for products with no less than, let's say, a 4.7 star review rating. Now this is quite key because you don't want to sell crap, obviously. You want to sell products that have got good quality, and this is definitely going to help you in the future when it comes to customer service and also keeping a high review on your Facebook ads manager. And customers will get sent a survey after a certain amount of time. If they don't think the product is good, and you pretty much know that based on the rating on AliExpress, if a product's got so many reviews and the average rating is let's say 4.7 or above, you know that you can feel quite confident in selling that product and not having too much backlash when it comes to your customer service. Ultimately keeping your Facebook ad account active, because they're very strict these days, and if you have a low review rating then it's going to get banned pretty quickly. Now the type of product that I like to look for is something that either grabs your attention or solves a problem. In the past I ran Instagram pages that were themed around animals and wildlife, and I sold, it was a chunky seal pillow, so it didn't necessarily solve a problem, but I'll put a picture up on the screen, but it was quite attention grabbing in the sense that it was really funny to look at, and it just looked like a cool little thing, and it went quite viral on social media at the time, and I made a lot of sales from it. I sold like a few thousand or so across my Instagram pages. So either attention grabbing or solving a problem, like I say. So another product that I sold in the past was this back stretcher. Now this is a fine example of a product that solves a problem. Obviously, if anyone's struggling from back pain, this is going to be a great product for them because it'll stretch out their back and alleviate back pain. So these are all the selling points that you can use to convince the customer to buy it, but it has that emotional trigger that's going to help someone with back pain and solve a problem that they have, that they obviously suffer from. Now also, you want to sell something with a high perceived value. So these tend to be electrical products. Another product I've sold is wireless earbuds. I could purchase them, these ones on the screen, I can purchase them for $10 for instance, but this is a store that I've been very successful with. The sale price of these are $30. Now the perceived value of an electrical product, so wireless earbuds, is going to be very high. You have like Apple AirPods, obviously granted they're not as good quality as them, they're never going to be, but they're very much affordable, and you're easily able to sell these for $30 or above because it's an electrical product. Generally the perception of it is that it's worth a lot more than it actually is. And then lastly, what I tend to look for as well is good quality content to go with the photo. So it makes my job as easy as possible. I can just source content, put it into Photoshop and edit it how I please. So I do like to look for products that already have a certain amount of high quality and professional photos, which make it easy to edit and form your product page photos and also create your advert. And I just use all the things that I just mentioned to find myself products that I think might sell. I'll type in max $10 and essentially look for stuff that I can sell at $30+ like I mentioned before. Click search, and then we'll just click sales here to filter it by most sold. Pretty much all of the products here are within that zone that I mentioned, so hundreds/thousands. As you can see, there's loads of potential stuff here, like these glasses. I have them myself, I use them myself for computer screens. You can literally obtain so many ideas using this method. So I was looking for this product for quite a while. I'm quite strict with my checklist. If it doesn't tick all of the boxes that I mentioned, then I don't really entertain it. But what you'll find, that there are many that do. You just have to be thorough with your product research. This is the product that I've come across. So as you can see, and you can also click analyze here. So this will basically tell you how many orders from what suppliers the product is getting, along with all the prices. So you can see the sales performance here. It says top rated pretty much on all the different suppliers here. You've got different prices, so it's under $10. You've got 3,000 orders here, you've got 200 here, 200, 1,000 here, 1,200 here. All in all, there's, like I say, hundreds/thousands of orders across multiple suppliers, so that's a good sign. It's got top rated sales performance. The perceived value is high because it's an electrical product, and men's trimmers can be sold for $30+, so it ticks that box as well. Let's open up some of these tabs. So we've got 8 different suppliers here. So we've got 2,000 reviews, 13,000 orders, which is okay. It's a little bit more than what I'd like, but it's not 30,000, 40,000 for instance, so I don't think it's too saturated just yet. We've got a 4.6 rating here, we've got 4.7 rating here, we've got a 4.7 rating here, 400 reviews, 1,300 orders. We've got another 4.7 review. We've got 4.6 with 3,700 orders. We've got 4.7, 863, 4.6. So it's got between a 4.6 and 4.7 review rating. It's okay. Ideally, I'd go for 4.7 or above, but we'll make an exception in this case. We've got plenty of reviews and lots of orders to go with it. The next thing to do would be to source content for this product. Now, as we scroll down, you can see that we've got all of our marketing from the Aliexpress suppliers. What you're looking for here is high quality professional photos, which don't have to be too jazzy, but you can put them into Photoshop and edit them in your own taste. This is a good photo, for instance. So you have a graphical type image here with the motor. You can get rid of this writing and blend it in with the black background and put your own text in front of it, which I'll show you in the next video. You've got a nice little image here again. Good image here. So overall, this product ticks a lot of boxes. Now, there's good quality professional content to go with it, which will make, like I said, our job easier when we edit all the photos. So these are nice. Look at this one. This is a really nice one. You've got all the different variants. It's easy to place little bits of text and your logo over stuff like this, which you'll see. So what I've already done is saved a lot of these photos that I've just showed you. Let me just pull those up. So we saved basically a selection of the ones that I thought were the nicest. You've got a few here, so I'll just run through them quickly. So you've got some photos here. So fairly professional looking. This will probably be quite a good one, so it shows you what's inside the box. That can be placed at the bottom of the product page. These are a selection of my favourite ones, so I think I'm going to do a carousel advert for this product. I don't think a video advert is very necessary people know how to use a shaving trimmer. So these are the cleanest and nicest, most professional ones that I picked out. So the plan is to edit all of these in a nice manner. And lastly, we came up with our product name and created a little logo for it as well. So with regards to the name, we need to make sure it's available on Instagram, and we also need to make sure the .com domain is available for it. This is harder than you think because there's lots of people dropshipping and creating dropshipping stores and taking up lots of usernames. So this is one area where you need to be quite creative. I don't like to have any dots or anything or dashes in my name, just because I like to make it look as clean as possible. All these tiny little bits are going to add towards one big picture, which will make your whole brand look very professional. So the name that I've come up with is Treasure Trimmer. As you can see by the logo, this is very simple, just created in Photoshop. So we have one word treasure in, I think, Helvetica font, and trimmer in another that I can't even remember. Treasure is bold, and then trimmer goes with the name, is a little bit trimmer and thinner. But this is very much the starting point of this whole website. So we've got all of our content. We just need to edit it now and come up with 6 product page photos, our homepage banner, our ad creative, so create our carousel slides. We need to get working on our copywriting to go with the product page photos as well. So all of this will be done in the next video. I hope you liked day 1 of the challenge. If you found this video useful in any way, feel free to hit the like button. I'm very new to the whole YouTube thing. This is my first ever video, but I definitely plan to make many more on the dropshipping subject. If one of your goals is to make money online in the form of dropshipping, then definitely subscribe, as I'm someone that's had a lot of success in the past couple of years, and I'd love to share my knowledge on the topic with you guys. So thanks very much, and I will see you in the next video.